Hey everybody, this is Chris Kolba from OSU Sports Medicine Physical Therapy at Bo Jackson Elite Sports. I want to talk to you again a little bit today about the core. Most of the time when you think about core training, what do you think about? Most people think about dropping to the ground and starting doing 100 sit-ups. Everybody does tons of sit-ups in search of the holy grail, which is the six-pack of the abdominals, right? But again, we have to remember that the core doesn't just consist of the abdominals. Okay, it consists of the lateral trunk muscles, the posterior trunk muscles, and actually the hips. And when we think about what is the function of the core, because again, if we're talking about performance, whether you're hitting a baseball, throwing a football, running, picking up your kids, we don't really use the abdominals in a way that we're training them through sit-ups. And actually, sit-ups have been shown to possibly lead to some degeneration of the back, disc problems, problems in the joints, and can, especially if you already have some issues. So we don't recommend doing sit-ups. So then the question is, if you don't recommend sit-ups, what do you do? One of the things want you to do is go and reference our other video on training the octagon. That'll give you 8 great simple exercises to ensure fully training the core. So first we have to look at, if we're thinking about the abdominals, let's use those as an example because everybody focuses on the abdominals. Again, if you think about the function of the abdominals, they really function, and the core itself is to hold us in an upright position, because most of what we do is in an upright position working against gravity, ground reaction forces, and momentum, right? So again, they hold us in an upright position to be stable. They also help to control extension and rotation, or more importantly, they load in these positions to create more force production for a lot of functional activities. So if you think of the core muscles, you think of the wrinkles of my shirt, you can see how it connects the shoulders and the hips to create more efficient force for walking, running, throwing, and things of that nature. So if you think about sit-ups, which is basically just repetitively flexing the spine, I don't need my abdominals and anything I do in life to do that. Do I? No, I don't. I need them to keep me upright and control these motions and load in those motions to make me more efficient. So what becomes a better exercise to train the abdominals for performance? Is it a sit-up where you're laying on your back? Again, when do you ever lay on your back doing anything in your sporting activity? Unless you're in jiu-jitsu or something like that, that's a different discussion there. Does a sit-up work? Or something like where I might be standing on one leg, reaching over my head just a few inches, and then again elongating my abdominal muscles and then concentrically contracting to bring me back to an upright position. That would be an idea of how I would train my abdominals without doing sit-ups. If I want to add rotation to that, again, I can stand on one leg and then one arm reach behind my back, come back, reach over the head the other way. You can see how I'm getting rotation. I have my core, my hips integrated. And again, some of you might be saying, well, I can't stand on one leg. No problem. Just stand on 2 legs. It's really the same thing. We're just trying to extend or lengthen the abdominals to create a better concentric contraction. I can work on the rotation by reaching both hands over my shoulder, tapping the wall, and coming back. You only need to stand a few inches away from the wall because we only need a few inches of motion. We don't need a tremendous amount of motion. So again, I want to try to get you guys getting away from sit-ups when you think about core training. Refer to the Training the Octagon video and think of some of these exercises I've talked about here that are simple and easy to do to turn on your abdominals, to train them to do the things you want to do and get better carryover to your performance goals. Thank you.